Hello everybody, welcome to this wonderful. Basically it's gonna be for defeat the odds poker game. It's gonna be for a poker game. This way how this is, and the way of how this is gonna be, the way of how this is gonna be attempting. This is the way it's going to conclude. Basically, we have our own ways about knowing what to do, but then there's gonna be very interesting indeed about how it's gonna be in that way, and we have to understand that this is gonna be a very interesting way of how it is, and this is how it's going to be. So, if you want to know about Defeat Dodge poker game, it's basically a Texas Hold'em game. Basically, you're going to use two cards as the best hand. You're going to make, full houses or, straight flush or, what have you. But the way of how this is, the way of how you can understand that, that's the way it seems to be. And you have to understand that you can make full houses, royal flush, quads, four of a kind, three of a kind, two pair, one pair, high card, whatever it is. But you have to understand about this is the way it seems to be, and when you understand about how it's going to be in that way, you have to do what you can to provide what you're looking for, but you have to do what it takes, right? This is all about math, right? And when you all about math, you know what to do, and when it's very how it is in that way, you think that, oh well, how it is, I need to do what I can. And when it's very how theoretical about how this is, you have to understand about what's going to be in that way, and you have to understand what it takes, because beyond about that situation, you know how it is, and you have to understand about how it's going to be in that way, right? You have to believe that you can do that in order to understand that, right? Understand about how you can do what it takes to beyond about how you can believe it and understand how it's going to be in that way, and say, well, everything seems to be fine, dandy, what have you, right? And when you understand that, you have to do what it takes, and you have to understand about how it seems to be in one way or another, right? You have to do what you can to be responsible of how you're feeling, how you're going to be wanted, and how you can understand that, right? So when you do what it takes, you have to do what you can, and understand that you can believe about what's going on, and you have to understand what it takes, and that's how it seems to be, right? So you have to understand that the way of this is, you're trying to be having your own sincere of knowing what to do, and you have to know what it takes and beyond about that point. That's the way it kind of involves. But the way of this is, the way of how it's going to be, you have to understand that, right? So the progress will be on your left side, Zodiac is on the right side. Do not get confused about it. That's how it is. Plus, I have the dealer button that you will, that's the way it kind of goes. And plus, I have the Tim Hortons card to split the cards up, because that's how it seems to be in that way, right? And that's how it is. So, this is a very good, interesting way. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please give a comment if you want, and this is the way it seems to be, and I hope you enjoy it as much as you can. So you have to do what it takes to do what you're going to get involved, and whatever it is, you have to understand how you can do it, and how you can do what you can to understand that. In the way of how this is, you have to be sincere of knowing what to do, and when it's very interesting, that's the way it kind of understands that, right? You have to do what you can to understand that, right? That's how it seems to be. So we're going to figure out who's going to go first, and this is the way it seems to be, and this is the way it kind of goes. So here we go. So let's see. The Pokedex will have the Jack of Clubs. Zodiac has two of clubs. So Jack High goes first. So here we go. Pokers will get chase cards, we also get chase cards. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. The Pokers have the 6-8 of clubs, 10-6 of 10-6 of diamonds, and ace-10 of hearts. So they have pair of 10s, pair of 6s. And let's see what I have. I have Queen 8-3 of diamonds, 9-8 of hearts, and 3 of clubs. Basically I have a pair, like I have basically, a pair of 3s, and that's what I have, right? So, that's the way it kind of goes, but that's the way it is, right? So let's see what's going on. And the flop is 10 of spades, 2 of diamonds, 4 hearts. Turn, check clubs, and ace of spades. Pokers have top set with pair of 10s, so now it's 1 point for both guys, 0 points for Zodiac. And let's see. Flop is 2-4 hearts, 10 of spades. Turn, king clubs, and 10 of clubs. Make it quad to the poke gods. Wow. So now that's be 2 points for poke gods, 0 points for Zodiac. And the flop is 4 spades, king clubs, 10 spades. Turn, 7 diamonds, and 8 of spades. I have a pair of 8s, Pokeguys have a pair of 10s. That defeats me. Now it's 3 points for Pokeguys, 0 points for Zodiac. Wow. An awful bad start. Basically an awful bad spot. I mean, as in like a bad position right now, because now Pokeguys are kind of ahead right now, and I'm trying to get them, and that's the way it kind of plays out. You know what I mean? So that's how it seems to be. So let's see what's going on. So as we get his cards, Pokeguys will get his cards. Let's see. And I have 10 9 of hearts, 10 2 of diamonds, Jack 6 of clubs. So that's not bad for me. Let's see what the Pokeguys have. Pokeguys have the ace 6 of hearts, 4 8 of clubs, and 5 6 of diamonds. So basically they have hearts, diamonds, and clubs. So here we go. And the flop is 4 spades, 8 of hearts, Jack of diamonds. Turn, 7 spades, and 4 diamonds. Pokeguys at a 4-8 full house. Oh, dang it. Wow, that defeats my Jack high straight. Wow. 4 points for Pokeguys, 0 points for Zodiac. Wow. Just wow. And here we go. flop is Jack 7-4 all spades. Turn. Check hearts. And king clubs. I have a 3 count with a pair of jacks. Pro guys kind of missed their straight draw. Now it's 1 point for Zodiac, 4 points for pro guys. Let's see. And the flop. Flop is queen diamonds, ace queen spades. Wow. Turn. Turns to 80 diamonds. And jack of diamonds. Poets have the 5-6 flush, but I have the 10 high flush. I have a queen high straight as well. So that must be at least 1 point. 1 plus 1 is 2, so 2 points for Zodiac and 4 points for Pro Cards. Wow. So it's going to be a little bit different right now because, you know, I can see it as how it is. So the Pro Cards are still ahead, and I'm trying to see if I can do it. And this is the way it kind of, you know, does that, right? So it's like, you know, so it's like, interesting, right? So that's how it is. So I also get 6 cards, but I also get chase cards. Let's see what the Pro Gods have. Poets have the 8 Jack of Spades, 8 2 of Hearts, 9 7 of Clubs. So basically they have spades, hearts, clubs. That's not bad for me, or for the Pro Gods, I mean. And let's see what I have. I have the 10 4 of diamonds, 10 6 of clubs, queen and 10 of hearts. That's not bad. Like that's really not bad because I have the hearts dominated and I have clubs and I have diamonds. So this is very interesting indeed. And here is the flop. Flop is queen 2 of spades and 8 of clubs. Turn 8 diamonds and 5 diamonds. Pros have made quads with a pair of 8s. Wow. So that'll be 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 points for Pro Guys, 1 point for Zodiac. And here is the flop. Flop is 8 diamonds, 2 queen spades. Turn 4 clubs and 6 of hearts. I kind of missed my straight draw. Pokers have top set, so that must be at least 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 points for the Pro Guys, 1 point for Zodiac. see what the flop is. Flop is 10 spades, 23 diamonds. Turn. 9 spades. And 3 spades. Folks have the jack high flush, but I have a 10 full house. So I have a 10-3 full house against their queen eye straight and a flush, everything else. So now it's 1 plus 1 is 2, so it's 2 points for Zodiac, 6 points for the Poke Gods. Wow. Alright, let's see what's going on. And the flop is 3, 4, 2, all clubs. So I have a 10 high flush, Boogers have a 9 high flush. Turn. Turns to 9 diamonds. And ace of diamonds. I have a 10 high flush, defeats the 9 high flush. So I got this, so now it's 2 plus 1 is 3, so 3 points for Zodiac, 6 points for Poke Gods. Wow. So it's not bad. It's really not bad. This is like you're trying to do as what you can, and you have to do that as, you know, how it seems to be, right? So you're trying to do exactly how it is. That's how it seems to be, right? First we get his cards, so I also get his cards. Let's see. So I have the Queen, 2 of hearts, 10, 6 of clubs, Jack of spades, and 4 diamonds. That's not bad. Let's see what the Poke Gods have. Poke Gods have the Ace, Jack, 10 of hearts, 10, 2 of diamonds, and King of spades. Wow. So here we go. We'll do something different. That's a different flop, I mean. And the flop is 3 diamonds, 5, 7 spades. The turn. 9 spades. And Jack of diamonds. I believe that players have a pair of jacks, but I have the, I have the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 7 high straight. So that's what I have. So that must be at least 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 points for Zodiac, 6 points for the Poke Gods. And let's see. The flop is 8 of clubs, 9, 7 spades. Turn. King of diamonds. And 3 of hearts. I have the Jack high straight. Poguts have the Jack high straight. So Poguts will stay at 6 points. I'll move up to 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 points for Zodiac, 6 points for Poke Gods. see what's going on. And here is the flop. Flop is 7 of clubs, 5 diamonds, 10 of spades. Turn, 9 clubs, and 4 of clubs. I have a 10 of flush. Pogos have top set, but a flush defeats it. Now 6 points for Zodiac, 6 points for Pogos. Wow. So like, this is very interesting indeed, right? That's the way it kind of goes, right? Right? Zodiacs will get chess cards, Pogos will get chess cards. Let's see what's going on here. Pogos have the Jack of spades, 10 clubs, 10 4 of diamonds, and Queen 10 of hearts. Wow, look at that. Let's see what I got. I have 3 6 of clubs, 8 of diamonds, 2 of hearts, 8 of hearts, and 8 of spades. So basically this is the way it kind of goes, right? So, you know, this is very interesting indeed. And here we go. Flop is 4 hearts, 9 diamonds, 2 clubs. Turn. 9 spades. And king of clubs. Pogos have the pair of 10s, pair of 9s. I kind of missed my straight draw. 7 points for Pogos, 6 points for Zoyaels. See, and the flop is 7 diamonds, 2 of spades, 3 of hearts. Turn. 7 of clubs, and queen of clubs. 3s and 2s cannot defeat the 10s and 7s. 10s and 7s defeats my 8s and 7s. Now it's 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 points for the Pogos, 6 points for Zodiacs. And let's see what's going on. And the flop is 6 hearts, 3 spades, queen diamonds. Turn. 2 of spades. And 7 of clubs. Pogos have a pair of queens, but I have basically 3s and 2s, 2 pair, 6s and 3s, 2 pair. Now it's 6 plus 1 is 7, so 7 points for Zoyaels, 8 points for Pogos. Right, so this is going to be a very interesting way of how this is going to go. So it's going to be very interesting indeed of how intense this is. And when it gets intense, that's the way how it kind of occurs, right? So you're trying to understand that, it's very close, and it's like how interesting this is, and when it is, it's kind of reflects on how you're feeling, right? Of how the cards are, whether if you're having a magic test or not. But the way of this is, the way of how this is going to be, that's the way it seems to be, right? So it's like, okay. So here we go. Poets will get 5 cards, Zodiacs will get 6 cards. So let's see what's going on. So let's see what I have. I have the 10 Jack of Hearts, 4 Jack of Diamonds, 3 of Spades, and Queen Clubs. So that's not bad what I have. Let's see what the Pro Gods have. Pro Gods have the 5-2 of Clubs, King 3-5 of Diamonds. So basically they have diamonds and clubs, but I have diamonds against, well, no, they have my diamonds, because they have the King of Diamonds and I have the Jack of Diamonds, so that's not going to be good, but this is the way it goes, right? So this is how it seems to be. I don't normally do 2 boards, but if I do it, that's the way it kind of occurs. But let's see what's going on here, right? So let's see. So here we go for the first board. First board is 7 of Clubs, 9 Diamonds, Queen of Hearts. So that gives me an open ender, right? That's the way it goes. So I have, straight draw. That's the first board, right? And here we go for the second board. And the second board is 10 Clubs, 6 of Hearts, King of Spades. So now Pro Gods have top pair, but look at this. Now I have an open ender as well. So I have 2 open enders. That means I have straight draws, by the way. But the way how this is, I have lots of outs. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so turn card, 7 of Spades, Ace Diamonds, and 6 Diamonds, 10 of Spades. Alright, so let's see what the first board is. So Pro Gods have a pair of 5s and a pair of 7s, but I have basically, I have pair of 7s, pair of Jacks, so I take this down, obviously. So that must be at least 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8 points for Zodiacs, 8 points for the Pro Gods. And I have 3 of a kind with a pair of 10s, right? And I have a straight as well. Pro Gods kind of only miss because they only have a pair of 5s, pair of 10s, but a straight defeats it. So that must be 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 points for Zodiacs and 8 points for Pro Gods. See? That makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So that was the first one. See, I can understand about how this is gonna go, right? Because in theory, you have to use all your math skills to understand of how this needs to be, right? Because you have to understand what's going on. And when it is, right? That's the way kind of how it is. And thinking, okay, well, this is gonna be very interesting. This is the way it seems to be, right? So that's how it is. So let's see what's going on. So here we go. First one, we have Ace 5 of Spades and 3 of Clubs. And let's see what the second board is. Flop is Jack of Clubs, Ace 2 of Hearts. So I have a top set and a heart draw. as in a flush draw. This is very interesting indeed, right? So this is the way of how kind of occurs. So there we go. Second, 10 clubs, 4 hearts, and 10 spades, 4 clubs. So let's see what's going on for the first board. Guys have the pair of 5s, pair of 10s for a full house. But then I have the 10s, 3s and full house. I don't know if that would make sense. 10, 3 full house against a 5s and 10s for a full house. No, I think 5s and 10s full house defeats the 10, 3 full house. I think that might be making sense. Because 5 high defeats 3 high, right? That's how it is. So that'll be 9 points to the Pro Guys, 9 points for Zodiac. And the second board, I have basically, Pro Guys have a straight. Obviously they have a straight, but then I have a Jack for full house. Like that's the way it goes, right? So a full house and a flush defeats their straight. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So 10 points for Zodiac and 9 points for the Pro Guys. So let's see what's going on. Let's see. Right, so here we go. Here we go. And here we go. The flop is 9 of hearts, king clubs, 2 of spades. Pokers have 2 pair. I have a straight draw. Not bad. Not bad for Zodiac. And let's see for the other board. Flop is 2 of diamonds, king, jack of spades. Wow, so now I have another top set against their 2 pair. It's very interesting indeed, folks. It's good. It's very good. Here we go. Turn to 4 hearts. And jack of clubs. Make it quads for Zodiac. Check it out. Woo! And let's see for the last one. Ace diamonds. And 10 diamonds. So let's see what's going on. So the Pilgrims have basically the ace 2, 3, 4, 5. They have the ace high straight. I basically missed it. So, you know, that'll be 10 points to the Pilgrims, 10 points for Zodiac. The second board, really, I have a pair of jacks, pair of jacks with a pair of jacks, like quads. So that's the 4 of a kind. But the way how this is going to be for 11 points for Zodiac and 10 points for the Pillow God. So, you know, that's the way it kind of occurs. And that's the way it seems to be, right? So this is how it kind of involves, right? So when you know, get to understand about what's going on this way, we have to understand about how it occurs. And when it's very obvious, we have to understand that, right? So that's how it seems to be. But anyway, how it is. So if you hear any people in the background, I'm so sorry about it. But, you know, that's the way it kind of occurs. You know, loud voices create lots of things that's going on. And whenever you hear lots of loud voices in the background, I'm so sorry about it. But the way how this is, it's very kind of occurs of the way how it is, right? So that's how it is, right? Because when you have your own big voice and you're talking to all my viewers who are out there, right, who's going to be watching this video, it basically tells me that, you know, a big voice will travel, right? Travel the whole entire situation. So that's how it kind of occurs. But the way how this is, the way how I'm going to try to do what it can, that's the way it is, right? So that's how it seems to be. But anyway, how this is, that's the way it kind of goes, and that's the way it seems to be, and it's the way it is. So I hope you all like this video. Please give it a like, please give it a comment, and enjoy, because it's the way it seems to be. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time. and that's how it is. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now, really. Thank you, and bye.